We are on our road trip now, so it is still Friday, and we didn't have any lunch. So it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Doing keto and the no sugar, no junk food. It's like I don't know. I could wait longer for lunch, but anyway, we went down to In-N-Out, and I got one of these double protein style cheeseburgers. And I know no junk food was supposed to be no fast food. But this is kind of like it's a road trip, and it'll be incredibly hard to do that and not do this. So instead of the fries, the boys have the fries, and I brought a bag of these pork rinds with me. So those are the only chips that I've introduced during this time. And so that's what I'm having for lunch. Good morning, everybody. We are here in California, and today is the day of the wedding. So this morning we're going to go see my parents, and my mom's probably going to make us breakfast. Probably going to have some carbs. We'll see. So I went into the gym to weigh myself because as you know, today our 30-day no junk food challenge and our keto challenge is over. Supposed to be over, right? So we're like celebrating that, but at the same time I'm like, I really think it's been working so well for my inflammation in my body that I really do think I'm probably going to be doing more of it. But today was probably going to be, I don't know, we'll just have to see how it goes. So I went down to the gym at the hotel to see if I could weigh myself, right? And because I was down 6.5, I think I was going to be down at least 7, or if not a little bit more by today. And they didn't have a scale. Right, so before we're on our way to my parents, we dropped by Target. So I'm like, let me go in Target. I'll run in. I'll get on a scale there. They've got to have one of those old-fashioned ones, and then I'll just check it out there. Right. So out of all of the scales they had there, they had nothing but digital, and of course they're in the box, and you got to buy batteries. But they did have one of those old-fashioned scales. So I put it down. Granted, it was like in this little cardboard thing, and so I'm standing on it, and I'm like, really? It is reading 10 pounds less than ours at home, right? So I'm like, wouldn't it be really neat if ours at home was broken, like off 10 pounds? But I don't think it is. And this is brand new. It's in the books. I don't get it. And I got off and I got on like 3 times. And I'm like, I still don't get it, right? And then now at the beginning of it, I noticed that it was like a ½ pound off of 0. So I had to minus a ½ pound off of that anyway. So if let's just say I take 10 pounds, I add 10 pounds, right, from what I would at home. That would mean that I'm down almost a pound and a half more. So which I think is a little much, so I think it would be very safe to say that I'm down at least another ½ pound today, which would make the end of this, I wish I knew for sure, but the end of this challenge, -7 pounds for the 30 days, which is great for me. I'll take it. I'm happy. I will fit into my dress later. Things are going to go well. Well, maybe. I don't know what my mom's going to make for breakfast, but we'll see. But anyway,
just eat light.
Yeah, I'll try.
I'll finish your
Tell
plate.
Mom that. Tell Mom cook light. She doesn't cook light. Alright guys, I will check in with you later. Love you. Bye. We're back home. We've been home for a few days, and I just had some herbed chicken outside all night in the crock pot. So overnight it was cooking, and man, does it smell good. I want to show you how I make this bread, this keto bread that I've been having once in a while. I probably have about 3 times a week. It's super soft and spongy. And it's just a really good bread to have in the morning, or sometimes if I want to add like whipped cream and strawberries to it, you know, that makes a good dessert. Maybe put a little natural peanut butter on it or something, some sugar-free syrup, or just have it with some eggs and bacon. So this is how I make it. I basically take a tablespoon of coconut oil. I also have 1 egg, a tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, a pinch of salt, I use 1 tablespoon of almond flour, and this one is blanched. It tastes better, I find. And then 1 tablespoon of coconut flour. Sorry about this. I have some sausages burning over here. I'm going to turn that down. All right, and so basically I'm going to mix all my dry ingredients first, and then I add in, now this I do melt it a little so it's a little warm, but it's easier to mix in. And then I add the wet ingredients into that, and then those are peaches that my mom gave me from a tree. They look kind of browny, but they're really good. Then I spray a mug with non-stick spray, and I put the mix in there, and I put it on high in the microwave for 90 seconds. And then I pull it out, and this is what I have. Spongy bread, instant bread, and it is so tasty, so yummy, so good. So here is my breakfast. I know my eggs look weird because I cooked them in the pan with the sausage drippings, basically. So they taste good, but they look weird. I got like 1/4 of an avocado. I have 1 sausage link, 2 eggs, my keto mug bread, and then some berries. And here's my coffee with heavy whipping cream in it, sugar-free. This is my breakfast. Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great Friday. It is Friday, and I need to check in with you. Now, I did not get a picture to you of me in that dress that I wore to the wedding, and I apologize for that. I will get you one. I owe you one. But I didn't because that morning of the wedding, I ended up wearing like a little camisole because it was a little cool that day, and I'm glad I did because that morning I had some white flour in the breakfast items I had at my mom's house, and then during the wedding I had a really big bun for a pork barbecue pulled pork sandwich, which was amazing, and I knew I was going to do that during the wedding, you know what I mean? So that was what it was I was waiting for. So I did. I enjoyed myself with that, and I had a big piece of my sister's wonderful wedding cake that she made. And after that, I had a ton of inflammation. Lots of bloating, lots of inflammation. So I opted not to take a picture of myself during that time anyway, and I'm just gonna like take it, you know. I should have taken it before all that began, and I didn't, and then it was just too late. I just was feeling really bloated after that, and I'm like, and the day got going so fast that I just didn't have a chance, you know what I mean, to do that. But anyway, after the weekend, I didn't go hog wild or anything, but I just had, you know, after doing keto for 30 days and a no junk food challenge, and you introduce those things, your body just goes, what? You know, what are you doing? And my body did do that. It's like every time I had white flour, to be honest, I wanted to go to sleep. I felt drugged, and I did not like the way that I felt at all. I felt like I was not in control of my body, and I felt like I just needed to wait until it passed, and I didn't know when that was going to be over, and I didn't enjoy that part of it. I enjoyed eating it, but I did not enjoy the repercussions at all. And, you know, I have, with my IC, interstitial cystitis, I have to, that's a balancing act to make sure I'm in remission from that. And I had not had to take any sort of pain relief or anything from that all month. I had no inflammation, and that affects my bladder area. And right after that, it was, let's see, the wedding was Saturday. Sunday, I had to take 2 sort of pain relievers for that, and I had a lot of inflammation there. My bladder was inflamed again, and it triggered my IC again. And so I thought, gosh, you know, this is what sugar does to me, you know. There's certain things that I just can't do, and when you have IC, you really have to watch the inflammation. And so all this happened, you know, after the sugar and white flour, and I thought, man, it just really felt as good as it was. I really believe that, to me, sugar just really felt like poison, right? It did, and I enjoy it so much sometimes, but I don't enjoy the aftermath of it. So that got me thinking about keto again, and I thought, you know what, I need to get this inflammation down as quickly as possible. And so I went right back into keto as soon as we got back on Monday, and it took me 2 days to bring the inflammation down, because when I came back Monday, I was 3 pounds up, and that's all inflammation and water. And so it took me 2 days to get back into ketosis and feeling better again. And I do. One of the issues though that I'm having, because I don't have a gallbladder, is that when I go super high fat, to digest the fats. And, you know, if I do the lean meats, it's not so bad. So I might end up adjusting, but then that puts me in more of a low carb rather than a keto. And so I'm kind of like finding out where, you know, I don't have a gallbladder, so it's like I have to take enzymes if I want to do that. I tried taking, it's called Lipo Gold enzymes. It was like a little bottle for like $30, and I bought it at Sprouts, and I took it once and it gave me the worst heartburn in the world. So I held on to it. I meant to take it back forever, and I waited too long, so I ended up throwing it away. But so my sister does keto, and she says she orders an enzyme mix from Dr. Berg on YouTube, and it does her just fine, and she doesn't have that heartburn problem. So I might try that. Again, you know, I'm pretty much staying in the blue dot realm when I do keto anyway, because they don't have to really eat a whole lot, right? And so anyway, that's going, you know, so far so good. I'm very comfortable doing keto, I will say, because now it's like I don't want the white flour pancakes anymore. I really don't, because I don't want to feel sluggish and tired and drugged up and have all that inflammation and all the other stuff. It's just not worth it, it seems like, you know. And so keto pancakes, they're easy to make. I love them. The keto mug bread does me just fine. I don't mind that at all, right? And the first time I did keto, I didn't fare so well at all, and I just got so sick. I could only like do it for like, I think a week and a half, not even 2 weeks, and I got really sick and I had to stop. This time I've eased in and have done enough low carb that I feel, you know, good enough doing it. Now, mind you, I can exercise, but it's not explosive like when I was doing, you know, like I had a lot of carbs. I mean, yeah, because that's like ready energy right away, right? Fat is a little slower, longer burning. So your body acts differently. But I think as I add in more cardio, if I do more cardio days, I'll probably up my carbs, and then I'll just expect to gain water weight. That's just what happens, right? You do more cardio, it's just what happens. This week I went back to the gym, and I've been adding in a lot more weights, and because I am going to get my arms back. I do not like what I've done over the past 6 months or so. I've just become so lazy, and that's not okay. So I am hitting it hard, and yesterday was another arm day, upper body day, and so I am retaining some water in my muscles because of that. So I expect it, but it'll go down again, and that's just to be expected. I got to get back into shape. So I noticed that my stamina is different because I pulled back on my cardio as well. So not okay with me. I'm going to be getting back. So anyway, that's an update on how I'm doing. I missed you guys, you know, and I definitely thought I was going to be doing more vlogging this month, but, you know, the house situation being what it is, it's just been... you know, we're going to be renting our house back for the remainder of November, so that we can, because we don't close on the new house until like right before Thanksgiving. So we want to be able to move right after Thanksgiving. So anyway, that's an update. I'm going to put this up so that you know where I'm at, and I will see you guys later today when I vlog. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me during the last month. I'll see you soon. Bye.